Welcome to the classes. Today we are taking chapter number 7, Control and Coordination for class 10th Science. Now the word comes here as coordination. So what does this coordination term means and how it is associated with the chapter? The coordination is the working together of various organs of the body of an organism in a proper manner, coordinated manner, to produce appropriate reaction to a stimulus, and this complete process is called as coordination. Now, a word has come, that is stimulus. A stimulus is a change in the environment to which an organism responds and reacts. This stimulus can be called as the change that is taking place in the environment and which is making an organism to respond. For example, if you touch a hot object, you respond and you remove your hand. If a headlight comes near to you, then automatically your pupil they get closed. Whenever you hear a large sound, a stimulus, you take your hands to the ears and try to disconnect the sound. So this is a response. The stimulus is anything that make an organism to respond. Now the nervous system and the endocrine system, these are the two major processes or systems involved in the coordination of human body. How they are different? You see the arrows, they are showing that the stimulus in a nervous system will move to the receptor organ, and from receptor organ it will be carried by a sensory nerve, and then it will be taken into brain or spinal cord, and then the response is generated, and this response is given to the effector organ and a motor nerve comes into action. But in endocrine system, the stimulus goes to the endocrine organ. The endocrine organ secrete a hormone, a chemical messenger in the blood, and the response is initiated into the target organ. We can summarize or we can make this distinction between a nervous system and an endocrine system. So it's made up of neurons, the nervous system, and the endocrine, it's it is because of endocrine glands. The nervous system has electrical transmission, and the endocrine, it has a chemical transmission. The nervous system is very fast, but the speed of the system of endocrine is not very fast, or it is a slow system. The cells, they are interconnected and the whole system is continuous in nervous system. It is a continuation system made up of large number of nerves and other organ, but this is a system not physically connected, yet those are discrete. They are not physically connected, but they are connected in another manner, and they are used, the nervous system is used to transmit signal by neuron, but here the circulatory system or blood is involved in the system of transmission. Now how do we detect that we are touching a hot or object? Do you have any answer to this? You must be thinking that when we put our hand, we automatically know to, that the object is hot or cold. But the science needs the answer to the question why. Why a pen dipped in a cup or a spoon dipped in a coffee, hot coffee, does not react or respond. So this is the way we respond to the action. So what is that? The stimulus and the response. Okay, the stimulus and the response. So why this is occurring? So all the information from our environment is detected by specialized tips of some nerve cells. So you must remember that this is a nerve cell that we studied in class 9. So let us try to label the structure of a neuron. So okay, nucleus, a cell body, axon, nerve ending, and that's all. These receptors are located in our sense organs such as inner ear, nose, tongue, and so on. So these neurons, they are specialized to carry the senses. We have different senses and different receptors in different organs. So visual receptors in eyes, then we have olfactory receptors, the smell receptors, then we have auditory receptors that receive sound, thermoreceptor that receive touch or hotness or coldness, gustatory receptors that see or that are involved in tasting of any food. So this is not touch, but this is a vision. Okay. Then the structure of a neuron that we have already seen in A, and there is a structure of a neuromuscular junction, how muscles they are connected to the neuron. Now you can see this mitochondria, axon, and the muscle fiber. So these all are involved in the transfer of messages from one neuron to the muscle so that the action or the response can take place very fast. So you can see the small dots here, these dots, and the energy that is required is provided by the mitochondria. The mitochondria, they are placed in both the sides, in the axon terminal ending also, and but these dots, they are what? They are neurotransmitters. So they are neurotransmitters. These neurotransmitters, they change electrical impulse to chemical impulse. Okay. You can see, you can do the activity and just observe that if your receptors are blocked, so you would not be able to sense anything. You have observed when you have a cold, you are unable to taste food. It's all because all your receptors, most of your receptors, they are blocked by the mucus that is due to cold. Now, sometime we say that I jumped out of the way of the reflex of the bus reflexly, or I pulled my hand back from the flame reflexly. I was so hungry, my mouth started watering reflexly. So the word comes 3 times. The reflex, jumped reflexly, pulled my hand reflexly, and mouth watering started reflexly. Can you name which sense organ is involved in this? Yes, jumped out of the way of the bus reflexly. All the sense organs, they are interconnected and they combinedly make the decisions. So these actions are called as reflex actions. And a reflex action is a word we use very commonly when we talk about some sudden action in response to something in the environment. It's a very sudden reaction, and it's because it wants our body to get protected from this sudden change. The reflex action is maintained or is performed by a reflex arc. So how this reflect arc goes? It is like this. You can see the receptors of heat and pain in the skin. As uh, this hand is touching the hot object, the message is moving through this arrow. Who is taking the message? The sensory neuron. The sensory neuron carries this message up to the spinal cord, and the spinal cord gives this nerve, sensory neuron, gives message to the relay neuron. This relay neuron then passes the message to the motor neuron and the effector muscle in the arm and make the arm to move out of this hot object, because if it will not move, then the skin can get burned. So you saw in this that the movement or the involvement of brain is not seen here. The message goes to the brain, but there is no, the action is not, the action will not be sudden, and the action that is taking place during this reflex arc is very fast. The process of detecting the signal or the input and responding it by an output action might be completed very quickly, because the time needs quick response and hence the response takes place very fast. Such a connection is commonly called reflex arc. So we can define this reflex arc with the help of this definition. This is a brief description. Firstly, it begins with receptors detecting the stimulus. Then the sensory neuron sends signal to the relay neuron. The relay neuron then gives signal to the motor neuron, and the motor neuron to the effector muscle, and there is a removal or pulling away of the hand. Again we can say this, the arc how it moves: sensory neuron, then the relay neuron, and then the motor neuron. Of course, reflex arcs have evolved in animals because the thinking process of brain is not fast enough. In fact, many animals, they have little or none of the complex neuron network needed for thinking. So it is quite likely that reflex arcs have evolved as efficient ways of functioning in the absence of true thought processes. However, even after complex neuron networks have come into existence, reflex arc continues to be more efficient. A body has evolved in all the ways, but still reflex action is there, and we automatically perform the activities that we think or that our brain thinks of the activity later on. And sometimes the things happen and suddenly we uh, have a flash that this has happened and this has protected me. So this was the first part. Thank you.